April is Confederate Heritage Month, and yes, unfortunately, that is a real thing. And so, in order to remind neo Confederates and Lost Cause ass clowns what their heritage is, the Sons of Liberty is executing a daily series throughout this entire month, commemorating anniversary events and honoring Southerners who remained loyal to the United States. If you're just coming across our content, make sure to follow the Sons of Liberty, as we'll be upsetting neo-Confederates and Lost Cause bigots all month long. On day 15 of Union Victory Month, we honor the thousands of Africans, free blacks, escaped slaves, Cherokee, Creek, Seminoles, and other Native Americans who served the United States, in some cases fighting against their native states that betrayed the country and seceded from the Union. We especially want to highlight the Battle of Honey Springs, fought on 17 July 1863 in what was then called Indian Territory, in an area that is now part of Oklahoma. The engagement was also unique in the fact that white soldiers were the minority in both fighting forces. Native Americans made up a significant portion of each of the opposing armies, and the Union force contained African American units. Confederate forces in the region would never regain the initiative or engage with the Union Army in an open, head-on battle in the area again, instead relying almost entirely on guerrilla warfare and small-scale cavalry actions to fight the Federal Army. The loss of the supplies at Honey Springs Depot proved disastrous to the traders. Confederate forces, already operating on a shoestring budget and with bad equipment, would come to increasingly rely upon captured Union war material to keep up the fight. The image in this video is an engraving of Union cavalry charge at Honey Springs, based on a sketch by James R. O'Neill. An interesting footnote about this battle: as members of the 1st Kansas Colored Volunteer Regiment prepared to take their places on the Honey Springs battlefield, the commanding officer, Colonel James Williams, addressed his men. He was quoted as saying, "We are engaged in a holy war. Soldiers have never fought for a holier cause than the preservation of the Union and the equal rights and freedom of all men. You know what the soldiers of the Southern armies are fighting for: the continued extension of slavery on this continent, and, if they are successful, to take you and your wives and children back into slavery. Show the enemy this day that you are not asking for quarter, and that you know how and are eager to fight for your freedom." So, you know what? These people knew in the 1860s what the war was all about. Why do we have people today who don't know? There's so much information and documentation available that you may as well start equating Confederacy apologists with Holocaust deniers. I said it. Get fucked and die mad about it, traders. For the entire month of April, the Sons of Liberty is running a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo to create a year-long web series on Civil War history. We have over 80,000 subscribers on just YouTube alone, so if just 10% of them gave $5 each, we'd be well past our funding goal. Funding this campaign means that the Sons of Liberty admins get to take you on an exciting historical journey and, at the same time, help to educate or debunk, depending, various bits of Civil War history, myths, legends, and lies. Reminder that the Confederacy were traitors who betrayed the United States and tried to destroy the Union out of spite. Reminder that heritage, not hate, is lost cause horseshit. Reminder that the lost cause narrative is revisionist history bullshit. Reminder that the South seceded over slavery and economic factors tied to slavery. Also, another reminder that the Confederacy is a bunch of traitors who lost, got their asses kicked in a war that they started, and were forced to beg to be readmitted back into the Union. P.S. Your flag is a participation trophy. Die mad about it, fuckface. Hashtag not sorry, not sorry.
And now it's time for the throw punch!